What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. In today's episode, we have something absolutely fantastic to talk about, and that's going to be based on a discovery that Charles was able to make. So this is a guy who typically goes into the code, manipulates the game, makes it as though potential or future updates are actually live once the code gets put into the game. Specifically, there are two things to talk about, but the main point is going to be something known as lucky Pokemon. So I am going to be putting up some different screenshots so you can take a look at it. But you might be wondering, well, what the heck is a lucky Pokemon in the first place, and then why do I even really care about it? So all I can tell you basically is related to what we can anticipate for this, but the reason why it's so significant is because by the looks of it, it seems as though you are going to actually not need any Stardust to be able to power up these Pokemon if they are a lucky Pokemon. Of course, you are still going to have to use candy to be able to power them up, but of course, that's not as big of a deal as Stardust. You obviously want to save as much Stardust as you possibly can whenever you get the chance. So you might be asking yourself the next question. Well, how do I obtain some Pokemon like this? Am I going to be able to catch it in the wild where it's going to be something kind of like a shiny Pokemon? Am I going to be able to get it from a raid, a trade, just something specific? Well, by the looks of it, by checking out the different game codes, there are two different codes that indicate that it seems to be specifically related to trading. Although we would like to see it in the wild, maybe as something like a shiny variant, it seems like it's going to be related to trading alone. But as always, we kind of need a buff to trading, because for the most part, people are not using trading to, basically trade very important Pokemon that are going to be meta relevant just because the IV reroll has a huge opportunity to basically lower it. Although it can go up, it's more likely going to go down in most cases. So because of that, not a lot of people have really wanted to trade as much as the feature probably should suggest. So with something like this, having lucky Pokemon being able to, basically obtain them from trading is something that I personally think would get a lot of people very excited about trading. Just imagine if you go to trade a Pokemon, and of course, you don't know if the IVs will do that well, but how big of a deal would it be to you if you were able to trade a level 15 Pokemon and then it ended up being lucky and you were able to power it up all the way to max and not use any Stardust whatsoever? This seems a little bit too good to be true, but as far as the screenshots are concerned and how the game works, it does appear that there will at least be some type of severe discount related to it. Of course, you're going to have to get the trade cost to actually get the Pokemon, but think about that. If you were to trade for some type of legendary, a shiny, and you end up having to spend a significant amount of Stardust, at least in this case, you could get a lucky Pokemon and not have to use anything to power it up further. Definitely a cool addition to the game, and something that I'm personally excited about. Like I said, I definitely want to see a buff in trading, and this seems like a feature that would actually do that. But secondly, and just a kind of a bit of a minor one, is going to be the addition of a new berry found in the game. Although it doesn't have a name, it pretty much just represents the Pinap Berry that we've seen in the past. And we know that the Pinap Berry is going to be related to getting extra candy. Maybe this is going to be something like the Raz versus the Golden Raz, where the Golden Raz is just basically a better version of the Raspberry. In my personal opinion, I think that's what it's going to be related to. Maybe instead of you just doubling the candy from a regular Pinap, this would be something that's much more rare, and it would simply give you maybe quadruple candy or something like that. But of course, it would make sense for them to just put it in raid, so it's not really, that common, and probably not put it in a stop. So that's what my opinion is going to be. I think that that's going to be what happens. But anyways, go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments section below. Are you excited about this? Do you think that this is worth being hyped up for? Go ahead and let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you next time.
Hit me like a tidal wave.